Welcome back to Mr. Burton's class. Today we'll be covering the I do for lesson 6, which is multiplying rational numbers with an emphasis on decimals. Let's get started. The question states, the cell phone company charges Michael a late fee of $3.84 per day, let's underline that, until the balance is paid. If Michael is 8 days late, we're going to underline 8 days late as well. Then we're going to box in the actual question, which is saying, what is the change in Michael's bank account? So let's go ahead and write down first in the I know section the information that we know. The first information that we know is that he's being charged a late fee of $3.84 per day. So let's go ahead and write that under the I know section. $3.84 per day. The second thing that we know is that he's 8 days late. So we'll write that down as well. 8 days. Now, we need to write down what we need to know, which is the question that we're presented. What is the change in Michael's bank account? Let's write that now. Now that we have that written in the what I need to know section, now let's go ahead and let's do the plan and work section. We know that we're going to have to do $3.84 per day, and that's going to be times 8 days. So we're going to go ahead and write that in the plan and work section. 384 times 8 days. So now we need to multiply this. But remember, we're using multiplying rational numbers, and these are decimals that we're doing. So let's go through the steps that we went through in our guided lesson. So first thing we need to do is move the decimal over to turn both of the numbers into integers. Let's do that now. Move it over once and twice. The decimal goes right there. And let's record the number of times we move the decimal. 2. The reason why we write 2 is because the bottom number down here did not have a decimal with it, so we don't have to worry about moving it. So now that both of these are integers, let's go ahead and let's do the math. 8 times 4, that's 8. 16, 24, 32. Put the 3 up there. 8 times 8 is 64. Plus 3 is 65, 66, 67. And 8 times 3 is 8, 16, 24. And plus 6 will be 30. So now we have 3,072, but we need to go ahead and replace the decimal. We need to move the decimal over as many times as we recorded earlier. The number we recorded is 2, so let's go ahead and move the decimal over 2 spaces. Let's do it. Here's the decimal right here, moving it over once and then twice to right there. And so our decimal will be right there, and our new number will be 30.72, or $30.72. So here in our solution, let's write this in a complete sentence. The reflected change in Michael's bank account is a loss of $30.72. Now, the way that we can represent the loss or the negative that this is going to be is through our keywords, which is loss. So we used loss instead of putting a negative 30 and 70 cents. Thanks for joining Mr. Burton's class today. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a like. Also, subscribe for more videos coming very soon. Take care. Peace.